my name's Louisa and I'm the owner and founder of Workflow Virtual Assistant. So we're on episode 12 of the VA Takeover, and I've been talking about how a business owner or a private client can benefit from using a virtual assistant. So today I want to talk about the subject of money. I often read on different social media platforms that people can't afford to outsource to a VA because they're not at that stage of their business, or they just don't feel they can afford to in their life. But what I want to say to you is consider the actual value that outsourcing is going to bring to you. So a different way of looking at this is consider how much your hourly rate is. So for example, if you charge say £100 for like a 1 hour call or a 1 hour session or something, you could spend 2 to 3 hours, for example, creating a visual for your website on Canva or Photoshop or something. Now that's 2 to 3 hours which you're not going to get back. So you've potentially lost out on, worst case scenario, 3 hours of work, so you've lost out on £300. Instead, you decide to outsource to a virtual assistant. That virtual assistant might charge anything up to £40. Now, if you've outsourced that and it's completed in an hour, you've just gained 3 hours worth of time, which you could spend that time either on client work, which is going to be billable, so you gain £300, or potential work on new service offerings, which again in the future is going to bring in more money, but you've gained that time. So it's about that perceived value. You know, if you have tasks which you procrastinate over and what should take you say half an hour to an hour is actually taking you considerably longer, 2-3 times longer, again, that's time you're not going to get back. But by outsourcing those tasks which you don't enjoy, you don't know how to do, you don't want to do, that's going to be a greater benefit to you, because then you can look to grow your business that way. Or for example, if it's work that you want doing stuff to do with your personal life, and you don't have time to do it and you're actually spending more evenings or weekends, again, you're going to gain greater value because you're not having to think, oh God, I've got to do that, I've still got to do that, oh my God, I'm going to get past the deadline. So it's about looking at things from a different perspective. So a VA, they all charge different rates. I am one. We all charge different rates, and we all have different ways of working. So for example, if I was asked to do something, I would track my time, and if it took me say an hour and 26 minutes for argument's sake, I would charge you for 1 hour and 26 minutes. Now there are some VAs that would charge you 1 hour and 30 minutes because they will round up or they will round down. There are some VAs who will do work on hourly rates like myself, with a minimum of 1 hour time, and there are some VAs who prefer to look at retainer rates only. And then there's also project rates, so those more in-depth nitty-gritty type tasks. It all depends on the work that you need supporting with. Naturally, if you look to outsource to a VA in a different country, the rates might be lower, the rates might be higher, and there are pluses and minuses for both. You know, do you want someone in the same time zone as you? Do you want someone who whose native language is the same as yours? Do you want someone that's got a particular skill set? What is it that you're actually looking for? These are all really important points to consider. And the UK, the discussion on VA rates gets extremely heated, but I'd say that it's down to the VA that you feel is likely to do the best job for you, that you build that rapport with, that you feel is going to be most suitable for the task in hand, and then look at the rates. Obviously most VAs actually do have their rates advertised on their website, so it gives you a starting point as to what that VA might charge. I hope that helps. I'd love to know your thoughts though. Is it about value added to you in terms of what you get back in time, or is cost and budget the most important factor? Have a great day. Bye.